This message is for someone who had been going through a period of time of transformation. You have been working on transforming yourself from the inside out. You took a lot of time to meditate and reflect on your current situation in your life. You were facing a lot of conflicts. You may still be facing conflicts within your life. You feel like you were always facing some uphill battles in your life. If it wasn't raging emotions, you just felt like you were at sea, just trying to balance yourself of the tides of your emotions. That's a better way to say it. So even if you don't show it, this is how you're feeling inside. Like you had to be climbing some mountains in your life. Maybe you were facing a court situation. Maybe you were in court and you had a lot of oppositions coming up against your case. But you stood firm. This may have been taking years. This may have been taking months to come to a close. You were getting tired of going back and forth with this situation, whether it was a court situation, maybe it was a divorce, maybe you were in a car accident, something that was really having you feel so emotionally overwhelmed. And you were actually not even feeling optimistic about it anymore. You were like, you need some balance in your life. You were not feeling optimistic about how it's going to end, what's going to happen. But all you know is that you needed a change. The situation brought you so much pain. You felt like you were so hurt, But this is the recent past, not the distant past. This recently happened. So you are recently weathering the storm of this. So you're coming out of it slowly. And while you're taking the time to reflect upon the situation that's happening, the heartbreak that you felt, the emotions that you felt or still feeling, you are healing. And by doing so, you're trusting God to help you through. Because even if you went to mentors, even if you went to counselors, everything was not working to help you to feel more balance. You kind of felt like you were losing your mind. You felt like you didn't know who to turn to for support in this situation. You felt like, is it even worth me putting up a fight anymore? But you surrendered. You surrendered and you said, I'm going to give it all to God. And I'm going to see this from a logical point. Instead of being emotional, instead of being over emotional about the situation, instead of being like a victim of your circumstances, you're learning to be more logical about it and looking at it in like a practical way as well. You're seeing that, this situation happened for a reason. So even though you were not feeling optimistic about it, even though you decided that you're going to learn to be patient with yourself, you're going to see this situation from a better point of view. Have you ever heard of the saying, your glass is half full, not half empty? So you're learning to see that your glass is more full than empty. You're seeing that this situation, whatever the situation is, it happened for a reason. It happened for you and not to you. You learn to be more emotionally intelligent. Instead of drowning in your emotions, you learned how to float in your emotions. Because our emotions are water. So instead of drowning, you learned how to float, right? You learn how to be more grounded as well. Like I said before, you may have been meditating. You may like to watch the sunset, or you may like to see the sunrise, something about the sun. But you learned how to be more grounded in this situation, and you're seeing that this situation, if you see this from a better point of view, this will bring you to a new beginning in your life. So if it's a court situation that you're going through, judgment is going to be like favoring you. Judgment is going to be in your favor. You're coming into a period where you're going to be more at peace with the situation. Okay? You're going to, after you learn how to accept what is going on and realizing that it's all happening for you, and just embracing that this is an opportunity for you to have a fresh start, a new beginning in your life. And you're learning how to find yourself worthy of this new beginning. You're learning how to trust the process. Because if you say you give the situation to God, and if you say you are looking at your glass half full and not half empty, that also comes with letting go of the outcome, having courage that things are going to work out in your favor. And that's where you're learning how to be more emotionally intelligent about the situation. Because you're seeing that these things are happening for you in your life. You're learning how to be more strong within yourself. You're learning that these things are happening for you, and it's going to change your life in a very profound way. You're going to see your money increasing. It may not increase like a big windfall, or it could be, but it may not be a big windfall right away. It could start out little by little, but in the end, you're going to have judgment in your favor. So it could possibly even be a settlement. It could possibly be a settlement, and it could show that your patience paid off. Okay? So whatever the situation is that's happening for you, and you felt like this disrupted your family setting, you felt like this disrupted your whole entire life of what you had planned out for your life, or what you had going for your life. This, whatever happened, disrupted that. But you're seeing that it's all for a reason. Even though you felt like things were not working in your favor at first, you learned how to manifest the life that you desire for yourself by learning how to be courageous, by learning how to approach situations from a more practical way instead of being emotional. Because before, you were being so emotional, you were drowning in your emotions, you were feeling like a victim, you were feeling like everything wasn't working in your favor. But then you took the time out, you went into some meditation, and you really prayed about this, and you really trusted God with all your heart and your soul, and you are recently seeing how things are changing in your favor. And it all started from your mindset. It all started from you looking at things differently. Because the way that you look at things is the way that your life is going to project. So that's what you learned. You learned how to release the pain that the situation brought you. You learned how to grow from the pain. That's what you did. And everything is working out for you. You're no longer hiding. You are embracing this transformation that you are going through. You are embracing this transformation that's happening in your life, in your finances. You are embracing it. At first, things were kind of dark for you. At first, you were stuck in a dark thoughts, but not no more. You are no longer stuck in no dark thoughts. You are seeing things in color, not black and white anymore. At first, you may have been seeing things in color, in black and white, but not anymore. You're seeing things in color, okay? And you're very grateful for the journey. You are so grateful for the journey. No more fear. You're not afraid anymore. You're no longer stuck in the victim mentality. You're learning how to embrace love. You're learning how to love on yourself. Because you are having an undenying faith in yourself, in your situation, that everything is working out for you. This transformation is transforming your life for the better. Transforming your life for the better. If this message resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day.